To learn today?
Yes.
Okay, so can anybody tell me what you guys have been learning about this past week? Like what did you guys learn Monday in Reader's Workshop? Yeah?
We learned on new different words if we're stuck on a word.
Yep. What kind of books did you learn about?
Snakes.
Yes?
Owls.
Yep. And what kind of books are those called that are about a topic?
Nonfiction.
Nonfiction. Let's raise our hands when we're talking, okay? Yes?
Nonfiction.
There you go. So, nonfiction books are books about a topic, right? Usually they don't have a problem in them, they just tell about information, right? So, what kind of nonfiction books have text features in them, right? So, text features are clues that help us learn the information, right? So, what text feature did you guys learn about yesterday? Yes?
The titles of each page.
Yep, and what were those called?
Headings.
Yep, headings. There you go. So today we're going to learn about two new text features. Today we have the table of contents and the index, okay? So the first one we're going to do is the table of contents. So can anybody tell me if they already know about the table of contents? Yeah, Ellie?
It's about when something combines together or books.
Close, yeah. It combines like what is happening in the book, right?
And I said the combined.
Yep, so you're on the right track. Yep.
It's pretty much like a chapter inside the book, and it tells what page it's on
Exactly.
and what it's about.
Yep, so the table of contents is a list of the parts of the book and the pages where they're located. Yep, so Jack is on the right track. So we're going to put the edit to our here. Okay, so we're going to use this big book called Science Tools to help us look at the table of contents. Okay? This is a big book, isn't it?
Yes.
So raise your hand if you know where the table of contents is located. Yep. Ethan?
It's located in the front.
Yep. So I'm going to open this book.
Hey.
You guys find table of contents on these pages?
No, those are just the titles.
Nope. How about this one? Raise your hand if you see it. How do I know this is the table of contents? Yep.
Because it's telling all about the headings.
Yep, the headings. And it says the table of contents right here, right? So this is why I know table of contents. So I'm going to use the table of contents to help me find information in my book or see which chapter I want to read about. So let's say I want to learn about observation tools. So I'm going to go look on table of contents and I find observation tools right here. Follow it over and I see that's on page 4, right?
You're on page 2.
So I'm going to go to page 4 of the book. I know this is page 4 because there's pages that are at the bottom. So now I have to learn about observation tools. So on this page I have the magnifying glass, the microscope, binoculars, and a telescope. The microscope makes objects look much bigger. It is used to study very small things.
I have a microscope.
So I use the table of contents to learn about the microscope. So part of what we're learning today is we're going to put a post-it note on the page where we learned something by using the table of contents and write what we learned on it. So I have already written what I learned. So I have a post-it note on here. I wrote page 4, observation tools. I wrote microscopes make tiny things look bigger. Do you guys think that's something we learned on these pages from looking at the measuring tools? So I'm going to stick that right on my page. Okay, I'm going to go back to the table of contents to look at another thing. The glossary tells you how to say it, right? But you're close on the index, right?
The index is like showing you where some of those words are in the book. So it's showing words, and then the other ones, and then the table of contents is showing you more of the pages about things. When the index shows where the words are.
Yep, so the index shows words and where they are, and the table of contents gives like the chapter titles, right? Good job. So I'm going to use the index to find something about, let's say, fossils. So I'm going to look at the index here and find fossil. And I see that it's on page 11, right? So we'll turn to page 11. Let's read these pages. So on this page, I learned that a fossil is the bone of a prehistoric animal. Did anybody else learn that from listening to these pages? Yeah? So that's something that I think I'm going to write on Post-it note. So I'm going to write that a fossil is a prehistoric animal. Alright, so put your thumb up if you think you know how to use the index. Put your other thumb up if you think you know how to use the table of contents. Looks like we're pretty set. So who is ready to work on by themselves to work on table of contents index? Yep. So you guys are gonna, when I tell you to, you're gonna get your book boxes and you're gonna go work independently. So first you're gonna use your Post-it notes and your pencil to use the table of contents and the index to find interesting facts. So I want to see at least one Post-it note of something that you found interesting using the table of contents. And in your book, Damien. And then after your Post-it note is in your book, then you can continue reading either your nonfiction book, which you use to find a Post-it note, or you can read your other book too, okay? Your fiction book. So can anybody tell me what you'll need to use? Yeah.
Pencil. You're going to need a nonfiction book, a pencil, and some Post-its.
Good job. All right, does everybody understand? Does anybody have any questions? No questions? Okay, so let's dismiss by color again.
So what do you think makes some of these snakes? Why do you think they're super snakes?
I skipped this one because I didn't know.
What do you think makes some of these work? Why do they call them super snakes? Why do you think they chose to get that?
Because super snakes means that they have a lot of different.
Is there anything more to do? The worst problem that's something do you know what hatches are going to do, or you can just put the page in before that? Which one do you want to use?
So which chapter do you want to do today?
What is the name? What page you got?
Exploring the cave. Where are we going to go to find
Volcanoes.
Are you gonna write like what that is? Because if you're talking to your partner and say speleologist, do you think can you explain what that means? Are you gonna tell your partner that, or are you gonna write it down? You gonna write it down? So you're gonna tell your partner that they study caves then? Okay, second graders, we're gonna finish up the post-it notes and come back to the carpet now, okay? So we can share what we found.
I've read it.
It's fun. In 3, 2, 1. Second graders. Okay. Raise your hand if you learned something new about your book today while reading. Yep. It's like most everybody did. So we're going to talk to your reading partners and you're going to discuss what you're writing post-it notes to figure out what you learned out of your nonfiction books, okay? So show them the table of contents or the index, whichever one you used, and show them how you found what page to go to, and then what you wrote down on your post-it note, okay?
I use the table of contents. I want to go to dinner time, so on the heading page, I learned the new type of whale, the beluga whale.
Would you look at the wheel?
That they eat them.
Seals, right?
Yeah.
Good job. So put 2 thumbs up if you think he did a good job. He did a really good job. Does anybody else have any questions about table of contents or index or anything else? No? Then we'll dismiss you by color this time. You have to put your book boxes away, okay? Then come back to